Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With a sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand Rising. How is everybody feeling today? This beautiful Thursday morning. Oh man, the sun is shining. It's just a blessing to be here today. Today gonna feel good. Again, up into the 50s again. I think they're saying the highest is 56. So today's gonna be a nice day. It may feel kind of cool right now, but trust me, it's going to warm up, people. Yes, you can get out there and enjoy some of the sunshine like I plan on doing today. It's always good when you have the sunlight on your face. It gives us good rays, good feeling. That's that good vitamin D that your body needs. Your body needs that. And you know what else your body needs? Your body needs some of that Molly Moss, sea moss. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all already know. without me tooting my own horn or beating the drum about it. You already know that's some good product right there. And right along with Molly Mall Sea Malls, y'all can get Shades of Blue. We still got that New Year bundle package for you. You DM myself or Molly Mall, get your Molly Mall Sea Malls, and get your Shades of Blue for a limited time. You get a discount. I gotta ask to check with Molly. I think it's either 10 or 15% off, or one or the other, or both. I'm not sure, but he'll definitely let you know. You know, he a savvy businessman. He got good product that's in demand, and
I don't know what Reese done hit a button. I don't know what just happened to Reese, but she just zapped out. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. She'll be back in a second. If you in here, please like, please share, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. I see we got 10 people in here already, so we should at least have about 10 likes. What up, Cal? Appreciate you for tapping in with us, brother. We got a very special guest today. So we ask all of y'all to please stay tuned and please tap in. Please bring your comments, have your questions, because we got answers for you today. But until Reese get back, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my partner. Y'all already know who it is, my boy Trey Money. Where you at, Trey?
I'm right here, Slim. I'm right here. I'm tapping in, checked in. What's going on this morning? I'm walking around. Usually I got the right timing, so I know if I need to find my lighter or I need to do something, get a water bottle, I got time. But when I heard her zap out in my earphones, I said, "Oh my God, what happened? Like what happened?"
I
know shit's happening again now. What's up, Kyle?
It's like everything just cut off on her. Oh, my boy Ryan in here. Shout out to Atlanta. Appreciate you for
Okay.
tapping in, brother. Appreciate the
Dude, thank
likes.
you for that.
Yeah,
No
happy
reaction on the
Thursday,
page, so I appreciate
everybody.
it. What's
Yeah,
up, bro?
man, get back down here to DC, man. When you coming back to visit your boy, man? Y'all came down here for a couple of days, man. Y'all got to get back down here. But I
Thank you for that
seen,
reaction on the morning page, bro. I see that.
yeah, I seen you on a couple of good productions, some Tubi movies, and you've been doing a lot of things, man. Congratulations on the kid, the family. So, man, I can't wait till you get down here. But Uncle Fetch did invite me out to Atlanta, so I might be down in Atlanta, upcoming. So we're gonna see.
Making some moves. That's all right.
I'm
That's all right for
guessing
2026. I'm all for
because I
that.
don't want her in the back just waiting. We was gonna let Reese bring you in, but
Yeah.
I don't know, Reese. I'm gonna have to call her once I get y'all on here because something might happen to her, and I gotta figure out
Yeah.
how to get her
How?
back on. But knowing her, she probably already calling cuz to make sure she know what's going on because I don't see her at the bottom yet. So I'm gonna wait till she
Yeah.
get back.
That's all good. Give it a little time.
Mm-hmm.
All
Hey
good.
man, what up, Cal? I've been seeing your posters, man.
I've been seeing them
Appreciate
reactions on the
it.
morning page and stuff too, consistently. Every time you jump in here, you get right to it. I like that.
When the ship
I
goes
would say.
down, you better get ready. What up, Matt? My boy in the
All
building.
right, Matt. All right, Matt.
I was
Go
talking
ahead.
earlier, and I was asking Trey, and Trey was basically asking me the same thing. Why it seemed like all the good people they tend to
Yeah.
pass, and a lot of the people that's out here causing chaos and the bad, evil so-called people, they get to live. We just, well, I
Y'all
just
get
know,
down with it. Like
yeah.
y'all, that's okay.
Frank, he was he went to school with us, but he still grew up with me in the neighborhood. But he was a police officer for the last 8 years, and he got hit by a car helping somebody. He on the side of the road helping somebody. Y'all might seen on the news, but yeah, he grew up with us, man. And his brother died like 2 years ago. So it's just sad to see that these two good brothers that was doing good in the community. He was coaching football. He played football on the high school team with us, and then he became a police officer. You know how tough that is to grow up where we come from in our
And
neighborhood,
man,
become
face
a
that.
cop and still
Yeah,
get
face
loved by the people in the community. So yeah, he definitely gonna be truly be missed.
that's a testament to your own timeline to get that much support. Cause that's the first thing it ain't, it's not too many things black people be like, oh no, I can't rock with that. It's a
Mhm.
hand selection, a few little things that, we'll be like, oh no, I ain't rocking with that. But
Yeah,
that's a testament to his spirit in general to get that kind of support and love and backing and all of that, you know?
Cal said, no, people are truly evil at the core. I just think they do evil things. Okay. What's up,
We to let
Mike?
you know.
What up with you? We gonna bring in our guest for today. Cause on not long Riri gonna be in here. So
Oh, good.
let's welcome her in, y'all. Let's welcome her in. First time on the show. We're gonna let her introduce herself and some of the things she got going on here in the DMV area. Hey Queen, how you doing today?
Good morning. Good morning to everyone. How are you all?
Doing good this morning.
Good.
Great.
I'm trying
Thank
to hear
you.
about stilettos. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with stilettos. Tell me
Well,
about it, please.
well, first of all, let me say thank you. Thank Reese for the invite. Um, this is my first podcast, so forgive me. I'm a little nervous.
You
Nothing to be
But I
nervous about.
do thank you. But I do want to share about the business because we're not exactly new. So let me start with Stilettos Dinner Theater. We are formed by four Black females, and
mm,
we are friends and family. And we are trying to bring a sophisticated, unique entertainment to the DMV.
Which we
So,
deserve.
something for the grown and sexy. I
I
like
like
go
it.
go, but sometimes you just need to
say go go.
sit back and, you know, have a nice,
Yeah,
quiet evening, an intimate
we
evening.
deserve those spaces. Yeah.
Right. So that's what we're trying to bring to the DMV. We uh, we started this actually in the pandemic
Okay.
in 2020. My sister cousin, she was
Mm,
hit in the middle of the night, and she said God gave her this idea to do
mm,
this. And previously, growing up, she and I had always talked about catering, and we did a little catering ourselves, growing up and
Yeah.
stuff coming along. So when she came up with this idea, she asked the other three of us, if we wanted to come in with her and help her, you know, create this vision that she had.
Yeah.
So
mm-hmm.
we're all on board. Sometimes it's a little tough working with family and friends, but at the end of the day, we want the same thing. We want this to succeed.
Yeah.
So, what you get with Stilettos Dinner Theater, and let me emphasize dinner theater because I have been kicked off of Facebook because they didn't read the dinner theater part.
Right.
We've had several questions about what is it? Is it this? Is it that? So, Stilettos Dinner Theater is you get live entertainment, you get a delicious, delicious meal. Um, we had started off doing a skit. We need to find some people to do that and bring that back, and a comedian. So,
Something
what you
closer
get.
to home than you think. I promise you that one.
So,
Yeah.
so what you might not get the skit, but you'll get some other form of live entertainment. And we are trying to be a platform also for local entertainers that don't have that platform, that they can come to us and we will showcase them and get their name out there as well.
I
So,
like because
I'm all for
soon I
that. We
hear
deserve those
stilettos
spaces.
in the club. You know what that is. That's the first thing, stiletto. So it's good that you put dinner party on there because that's the
yes.
thing people think, and they thinking it's gonna be some dances in there.
Oh yeah, I've been asked, what is it, a
Like,
strip club? Is it just for women? All sorts of things. And I'm like, no, it's not a gentleman's club. It is. We are not to say that that profession is not respectable. I look, whatever you got to do to survive out here, hey,
yeah,
do your thing. I'm not mad
yeah,
at anybody. Make your coins however you need to make your coins.
Yeah.
That's your business. That's my mind, my business.
Yeah.
So, but that's not what we do. We try to have a grown and sexy environment and bring something, you know, um, something a little different but familiar to the DMV.
I like it. I like it. I can't wait. I definitely gonna show up. Appreciate whoever tapping in from Southeast Asia. She said it's
Mhm.
11 p.m. out there. Well, it's only
Yeah.
10 a.m. over here, but we definitely
Right.
appreciate you for tapping in with us. All love. And And basically, I don't know. I might would have let them think it's whatever they is. You know, they might think it's a gentleman club down the line, all the way right around the corner, and they get in and they're like, "What is
Well,
this?"
well, that's true. That's true.
It's not what you thought it
What do
was.
you
That's
think?
true.
If I could ask you one question, what do you think that you would need to do to separate? And if you were to put some focus on that image or how people visualize your brand before they get into the venue space, do you have any idea, or have y'all been brainstorming on different things, different ways you can kind of map yourself out, put yourself out there, and kind of show them visually what you guys are before the because I like the anticipation, like Molly said. I like the trying to determine what's going on. It looked grown and sexy to me. I said that before we started. But for those that might have different questions or anything, did you guys thinking about formulating any like new ways of putting yourself out there?
Well, being that the four of us, this is our first business venture, we are
Right.
learning quite a lot, and we're still learning every day. We learn something new, or somebody has an idea. So we're still trying to figure out our best marketing skill. And
Mhm.
that's why I'm here today, trying to do something different. I mean, so try to get our word out there. And so we're learning, and we're trying to do different things to see what works best for us.
I love
So
that. Yeah, I'm excited for that period because I love as somebody to being like in a certain age range, being 31 years old. I don't see too many places where I don't personally. I'm not one of those that want to go turn up and get all hype. I want a nice space that I can go to that's a lounge that might have a band, that might have a singer there for the night, or might have, like you
yes.
said, live entertainment. As opposed to other environments that might be a little bit more rowdy, might be a little bit more
Right.
loud and chaotic. We need that and we deserve that. So I'm glad that the first thing or the foundation of it is y'all all being on the same accord, like you said, about knowing what your mission is and knowing what you want out of it. So that's
Yes.
exciting to me. Yeah,
Good.
that's exciting.
Wonderful. Now
Mhm.
let me just tell you. Now we do have fun. Now we kind of turn up, and if you come, you may get a few of us that sing with the band. So
Okay,
you never
Verizon.
know. We like to have fun, and we like
Yeah.
to give fun wherever
Mhm.
we are. So
Mhm.
let me say
Okay.
Okay.
that. Yeah, we are
Like
laid back,
the
but we
bottom.
also like to have fun, and we like to dance.
I
And
know.
cut a
We like a
rug.
little variety around here, so don't worry about it. We're not trying to set you off or tell you what we don't want. We like
Oh no,
variety.
no, no. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
give you.
love
We try to give you variety. Yes.
to have a good
Come on.
time. I just what would cost a person to have a night like this? Like how much would it cost somebody? Because that's the first thing they're gonna want to know.
Yeah,
How much is
true.
it gonna be? How much I got paid? So
That's
y'all got a
true.
need so far, like with
That's true. So our dollar amount is $60, which,
Okay.
when you think about what you're getting, I don't think is a lot, because you're getting a live band, first of
Yeah,
all.
live band.
Um, you're getting a great meal, you're getting all types of entertainment, whatever it may be for that night or that month, because we would love to have everybody come every single night, but we know that's not going to happen. So
Oh
it
Oh
yeah,
no, don't
varies.
say that now. We not speaking
Okay, well,
words.
come on. Well, come
but
every
It
yeah,
will
night.
happen. You just stop playing your days. That's all
Well,
we
you can
talking
come every night if you
you
want
Yeah,
to.
gonna
That
have
we would
some
love to
regular.
have everybody every
it's gonna
night.
be something for
So
everybody. The way I feel
yeah,
about it,
You
something
see
for
watching
everybody.
the phone,
Reese
y'all.
said, "I'm watching on my phone. I'm trying to get back on the computer, my electricity, and my service." All right, don't. That's fine, Reese. Take your
Yeah, yeah.
time. We got it. We around her.
That.
right.
So it's all good until you get back.
So let me
Yeah.
put out there.
Yes.
Our
Sorry.
website is stilettosdt.com,
Right.
and you can get our the four partners' backgrounds and what our mission is, and some gallery photos of some previous events, and contact us if you need more information. And we'd love to have you, everybody.
Oh yeah.
I'm definitely there. And the $60, that's not bad, especially if it come with food and they can eat. It come with a live band and things like that. Me though,
Yes.
I'm vegan. That's the only thing. Whenever I get into
We
those type of events, do y'all have any selection for people who might be plant based or vegan or vegetarian?
If you let us know in
Okay.
advance, we will have that option for you.
Okay.
Okay.
And I had
Yes.
to
Okay.
pay. It was like a $70 event, and y'all's cheaper, and it was about the same. It came with a live band, food and stuff. It was nice, and I couldn't eat, But they
Oh,
ended up telling me just pay $50, and
What's
I
up,
could.
Stephen?
But they put me on this little thing that let them know I can't eat. So it was just,
right.
did y'all ever think of something like that for people who might not want to eat or just want to enjoy the entertainment? And they can probably pay like $50 to $40 or 35, and y'all can put something on them to let them know that they just don't get a meal. They just want to come here and enjoy the festivities and stuff.
I think at one time we had discussed that, but I I personally I want you to get the whole experience.
Yeah.
So if you I'm not going to make you sit there and not eat. I don't,
Yeah.
you know, it's, and I've been there. I sit around and I didn't like some food and everybody else is eating and you're just sitting there. We don't want that. We want inclusion. We
I
Yeah.
want
like that.
inclusion. So if you tell us you have a dietary need, we're going to meet your need.
I like
Right.
that. I like that. What's
We'd
up,
rather,
C?
I think I'd rather meet your need and give you your money's worth because that's going to be just as good as the regular experience.
Mhm. Can I ask the
Yeah.
biggest like eye opening thing that you ladies have witnessed so far in terms of doing starting a business like you say how it is with us trying to form with family friends and stuff like that, and not on a negative scale, just anything that was eye opening to you or really awakening to y'all in terms of like forming this business, starting it, you know.
Well, one thing I will say before we actually got, because this is our first brick and mortar, we started out
Okay.
doing pop-ups once a month.
Okay.
Um, we thought it was a good idea. So we tried to get some training, self-awareness training, and went to some seminars and things like that. So one thing I will say, uh, not to be negative about it, but when you're a first time business owner and trying to figure out how to go about this and how to start this, everybody doesn't give you everything about the business. Some things it's you have to are self-taught.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what when we get this actually going, we want to be very transparent with people. It's
That's what
not
we
as
want.
easy. It's not as easy as it may look. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of heartache. There's a lot of tears. There's a lot in the background. There's a lot of hustle in the background that you have to deal with when you become a business owner.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Well, one of the reason why I ask certain questions like that is because when I personally like somebody's energy, I like what they're speaking on, or I just get a good feeling from whatever it is that they're doing. One thing that we talk about a lot on this show is coming together on different causes and actually supporting one another. We talk about black business a lot. We talk about numbers in our own, doing numbers in our own communities, doing business with each
yes,
other, and having that money and stuff, circulate. So that's the reason why I ask certain questions, because when I hear certain things that sound solid to me, and I hear you mention certain things like, oh, we, a couple sisters on the same accord and we all on the same mission. That's something that I would want to attach to myself
yeah,
or have around in the midst of whatever's transpiring for the year. So that's why I ask certain questions like that.
yeah. But sometimes, I mean, the seminars and stuff are good. You take, I guess you take away. Everybody takes away something different from different seminars when you're trying to figure out how to start a business, how to maintain the business, the marketing, um, cost and stuff like that. But you really have to do your own footwork is best.
Of course, yeah,
It
of
really
course,
is. Do your own footwork, and see what works best for you.
right.
Sometimes you may have to delay. You might want to start it right now, but you may have to delay a little while. So all of that comes into play. And that's what I say to people: be at your own pace and put God first,
Yeah, I'm
because
all for
God
that.
will lead the footsteps.
I
But
like
one thing
that.
I will say is y'all already got it in fruition, so it's already in the forefront. It's not what you're trying to do. It's not what y'all thinking
Right.
about. It's not what y'all trying to form discussions about. I'm happy to see people displaying things and putting things out there that are in motion. So I
Yes,
would
thank
definitely
you.
say that you got some kings around here that definitely have skills, things that they can contribute, things that they can suggest and throw out there. So I would only thing I would suggest to you is really connect with your people because you have some smart men around that definitely you know can add to what you're trying to do. I know you guys have a formula that you're trying to build and all that, but you do have my support. From
Thank
what
you.
I'm feeling and hearing so far, you have
Thank
my
you.
support.
Thank you
So
so much. Thank you.
yeah,
I
of
will.
course.
I will definitely
What's up,
do that.
Ronald?
Yeah,
Right.
that's Ron. What up, Ron? Appreciate tapping in. What up, Dane, Matt? This something I know you'll love to go to, Ron. This would be a nice event. And I like that y'all
I'm
actually
to that
doing
place,
it.
Ron.
A lot of people don't understand when you become an adult, you get this fear in you. When you're a kid and you want to learn how to do something or be part of something, a team, you excited, you like what I need to do. Like you want to learn, you want to do whatever it takes to make it happen. But when you come adult, they seem like they gotta have certain things in place before they even step a foot in there. They gotta do
Yeah.
this. Oh, I don't know, we ain't ready yet. We gotta make sure. Just do it. And if something go
Right.
wrong, you learn from it and you make that, you make your
Yes.
mistakes and you keep learning from it. But I think, what y'all doing is great. And y'all might have some hiccups, but just learn from it. And like you said, you
Yes.
believe in God. And this
Uh,
this came in a vision to somebody. She just
yes.
woke up and said, "Look, I just feel like there's something I should be doing." I think there's a lot of people that get them visions and get them feelings. They just don't act on it because they probably already comfortable with the lifestyle they have, the job that they have. But life is about taking risks. Anybody can get a job and just work there for 20 years, but try to work on
Yes.
something that you trying to do, build something that you want to do. And if it don't work out, just go work at Walmart or something.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
them jobs never going nowhere. But I just like that y'all creating jobs for other people. Because once
Yeah.
y'all blow up, y'all can hire people. Shoot, y'all can hire people like me that do videos and take pictures and do
Mhm.
skits and edit and things like that. So anytime
Mhm.
I see people doing things like that, I just know that open more doors for other people. Comedians, you said you need comedians, you need people to help you with the skits. So all of that just open doors for other people. So I
Yes.
just say keep doing
You
it.
don't know
Don't let
what's
nothing
right around the
discourage
corner.
you. Yeah,
Keep
Thank
don't let
you.
sowing your
nothing
seeds and
discourage
everything like you're doing, and
Thank
stuff.
you.
You'll get you. Things will become from it. Things will
Yes.
definitely come from it. Kyle said I was
Yes.
thinking about setting up my own self-help sessions through a donation-based platform. Not sure how to go about it, but just something to give back and hopefully help some people who need it. Well, Kyle, if you don't know me so far, I'm one of those people who I'm going to hold you on. I'm going to ask you about it. I'm going to have questions. I'm going to want to know in 2 weeks where you at with it. So I encourage everybody, anybody who's speaking anything forward, go ahead. Believe in it, feel it, all of that. But I'm going to ask you about it. So I'm going to ask for an update, Kyle. Same with you,
Yeah,
Miss Diane. I'm
even
going to be
thinking
checking in
about
and
it.
stuff as well.
Thank you.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cal thinking
Thinking about
about
it is enough.
it.
Even
Thinking
open,
about it.
other people,
Yeah, he
people
might
that come
not
on this
do
show.
it. You got to
Right.
do it, Trey. When you thinking
You better
about it,
write
that
it
means
down.
telling you to do it, and you don't have to do it on your own. That's what people get
Yeah.
wrong
That's what
with.
I like about what y'all
She
got going
said
on.
she said that she got a call to come help her to come do this. A friend, family member, they can help you. That's why when Jesus or any story, they never did on their own. He had 12 disciples. Get you
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
12 disciples, get you 4, get you 3, get you a couple of people that help you build something, because you ain't got to do it on your own. I think anybody trying to do anything on their own, it's going to be hard. It's no different than moving. I tell everybody always say, I can do it on my own. I can do it on my own. But whenever it come time to move and they calling for help, nah, you can
Right.
do it on your own. Grab that couch by yourself. You can't. You got to get help. You need, and get that in. I get this in. We carry it. It get lighter. And that's the same thing with life. It's things out here that's just too heavy on one person. But when you get
Yeah.
other people to come and help you lift these problems, it get real light. It get real easy. It's no different
Mm-hmm.
than the bill costing $200. If it's 20 of us, that's only $10. But if it's
Right.
Yeah.
just you, that's $200 every
Right.
goddamn, and that's tough. So
Yeah.
it just, I guess, growing up and then living on your own and paying everything on your own, and then you get around people who doing things as a team, as a couple, and you be like,
Like-minded
dang,
minded.
life
Yeah.
is easy. No wonder they can go on trips and they can
That
do
makes me
certain things
feel
because it's
kind of
two of
charged
them.
up just hearing
Yeah,
about them.
so get your team, Cal. Hey, add me if you need to, brother. I definitely help out.
Hmm. I'm all for it this year. Anybody on a mission for anything positive, like especially when I hear magic words like the whole team is on the same accord. Because I ain't hear nothing about no struggle where I heard about people being involved in singing. and stuff as well with the band. I heard about a lot of little terms that brought people together, and it was a collective type of thing. I didn't hear anything individual based, or I did this, or I heard we, and I heard us and stuff like that. So that supercharges me. That's what gets me going in the morning. So I'm glad that you're here.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
We're gonna
exactly.
put up some clips and we're gonna give our opinions on it. Hope you can stay with us and get your opinions on some of these clips that we share with the audience. But it's mostly gonna be based around some of the things that we're talking about. I don't know if y'all know Dr. Boyd Watson though. He's a great guy. He try to educate people on finances and things like that. He made this post the other day, and this AI generated. He used a baby or whatnot, but just listen to the message because some people miss out on the message because they be like, "Oh, there's an AI video. Oh, this not real. It ain't." He did that purposely. He just asked because you can't get a baby to say these things in real life. But just check it out. Give us y'all thoughts in the comments.
No problem.
You working on all these hours and we still ain't own nothing? Mommy, if you don't build it, I gotta start from zero. I can't inherit a paycheck, but I can inherit a plan. Daddy, we building a future or just paying bills forever? Mama, the corporate plantation don't leave me no legacy. Don't leave me memories only, leave me assets too. Mama, you working on all these hours and we still ain't own nothing?
So basically, that's the baby asking mama, asking papa. It's cool that they got these great jobs. Because I hear people say, my parents got great jobs, they make sense, but they can't leave you that. You'll have to go through the same process and work for somebody else. But the people they working for, they leaving these companies to their kids. They leaving them access. They actually own. How you feel about this, man? What's your thoughts after seeing the video?
Well, I agree with what was the questions asked because as Black people, we have not really been taught, and I'm probably a little older than you all.
Doesn't
We
matter.
have not really been just a tad bit. we have not really been taught and financial wealth for ourselves. I have tried to instill in my children growing up, save your money, make your money while you're young so that when you have something older, you have something that you don't have to work your whole entire life to enjoy. And you may only enjoy it for a year and then you're gone. So we have to get better as a people and figuring out financial stability and leaving our children something behind other than just memories, as was said in the video.
Well, I would just hope that you would stay as prayed up and everything as you can, whatever you do throughout the day to meditate or keep your mind clear, so you
Yes.
can say to the magic words that you. I'm gonna stick on that because that's ringing a bell in my ear, which is all y'all being on one accord. Because as we know, as people of color, we tend to have times where we don't really we can't really have that balance. Everybody can't be on the same mission. Everybody can't be moving forward if there's little puzzle pieces that's not coming together. But you have something that excites me because at this age, since we're talking about age ranges and differences between age, only tad little differences between
Yes.
ages. But but for me, I never expected to have a sister. I was the only kid, so I didn't think I'm 15 years older than her. That's a long time difference, and I'm out here looking around this world, for different ways that I can attach myself to something that is more than a job. So when you have people like yourself that come to the platform or the forefront and speak on things that people can start to do collaborative, I start to I don't put all my eggs in one basket with anything. I wouldn't encourage nobody to do that. But it gives me something to be motivated by because I see people that have a little tad age difference older than me, little tad, that are trying to actually push this and have something to show us, show us all types of people. It don't just got to be like people of color, but it's giving us evidence of people still trying and still striving to work together because we know the battle.
Yes.
So I appreciate it for real. I really do.
Yeah.
I really
I like that, Cal. You said Alan Watts. Ain't he a British dude?
Oh
I like
yeah,
him when
the,
he be
the
talking about
philosopher.
yeah, he speak life into you.
He passed, but I
What
like his
about what
audio.
Dickie said? What y'all thoughts on what Dickie said? He agree with Warren Buffett. He ain't giving his kids nothing. He say giving away 99% of what he access in his life away and not to his kids. If he can do it, they can do it. No gifts in this world, saying and not real. Easter Bunny doesn't. Late age, grew up, everybody. So
Uh,
basically, they saying if he rich and he have wealth, he won't leave anything to his kids like Warren Buffett. And 99% that will go. Even at 1%, you don't have no idea that 1% of Warren Buffett how much money that actually is. If he leaving
True.
1% to his kid, that's a lot of money anyway.
That could be
You
a
know,
lot of money.
how do you feel
yeah.
about parents that have the wealth and access and don't want to leave it to their kids? They feel like if they work and get it, they can do it as well.
Shoot, I feel like personally, if I can answer first, I feel like um, the knowledge itself is far more powerful than anything. Um, my thing is, if you have that type of money, don't donate most of it to where the sources you think it's going to go to, but leave them a little something that is a reward. Make it conditional, something they don't even know about. They hit a certain milestone or they actually check certain boxes and then they'll actually get that money that will push them and open up the door instead of them having to struggle. If you found a way to be able to accumulate the money, it ain't gotta be the money. I know it's the movement on paper that a lot of us tend to lack because you don't need physical money to have half the possessions and ownership that people have as long as you know how to move on paper. So I mean, it's a blessing if people get to a level of being able to leave something behind. But I feel like that knowledge personally on how to move on paper is what matters. Because when they looking at your resume, it's on a piece of paper. They're not looking at you.
Right.
Whatever you said is cool, but they want to look at that resume and see whatever is a part of that track record. So if somebody laid you out like you're supposed to be laid out in terms of how to move on documents, I feel like you already winning. I don't think they need to personally leave you anything because it's not something that is expected that everybody can just do because everybody be doing it.
Right.
So I feel like I don't know, take what you can get. I'd rather have the knowledge because that money will burn up. If I put a match to it or a lighter to it, it's gone. But the knowledge that you get will never go away. So,
True.
you know,
Hmm. What's
you
your
know,
thoughts? You leaving your kids anything if you had the wealth to? You would, how much would you leave behind for them?
I would leave my kids something, but I would hope by the time that that happens that I would have instilled in them um, knowledge of how I got it and the hard work that it takes. Sometimes it takes more work than other times to get a result that you want.
understood.
Some things come easy to other people and it may not come easy for you. So as long as you learn your strengths and weaknesses, um, I think you're a better person for that.
I'll give you
So
that.
I would leave my children some, but I would also try to instill in them, hey, I worked hard for this. This wasn't given to me. I worked
Mhm.
hard for this as well. So even though you're getting it, you might get it. You still got to put in some effort. You got to put in
Right.
some footwork.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like it. I
Um,
like it.
If I
Go.
read Ronald's comment, I'm gonna start with the last one that he had. Not that. Well, I'll read that one. I'm coming from experience. We can't depend on anyone showing us anything. We have to take initiative and prove it to yourself. And he also said, this is the one I was gonna read. I'm not leaving them nothing because they still have to know working hard. They have to know the feeling, I guess, of working hard for their dreams. But I'm just at a time where people are trying to decide whether they're gonna pay a bill or go to the grocery store. The money is meaningless. The money is if you got their mindset set, then they're not gonna fall and cave and just be like, oh, I got $100,000. I'm just not gonna care about anything else in the world. I personally don't think if you instilling, especially people like yourself, Ron, if you instilling the stuff that you instilling into your kids, and Miss Diane, if you like, instilling business and stuff into your kids, and that's something that they want, and you introduce it to them in a way that it's actually, they feel like it's beneficial to them as opposed to something you're just giving off or handing off because you can't do anything with it anymore. I think it hits different.
Yes.
So Yeah, I don't really think that the money is in it. Oh, what's up, David? Coming in. You on time today? Okay, on time.
No better.
Somebody got some rest. Who was that? The man that slept last like you should have. What's up?
What up, Eddie?
What's up?
Joining on the conversation, we're talking about leaving. Well, at the moment, we're talking about the ability to be able to leave things behind.
Generational wealth.
Yes, and financial literacy. Some of the things that we try to mention and talk about and speak on here, but we're touching on that right now. So just to get you up to speed on what we're on.
Yeah, and we got a special guest today.
Yes, Miss Diane.
David Green. This is Reese family too, so she family as well. So first time on a podcast, you wouldn't even been able to tell how she been talking. She been doing good. Conversation get going. What's your thoughts though, funny man? Would you leave your kids and your wealth behind, or how much would you leave them behind if you had to do something?
I would do anything for my kids or whatever like that. But listening to the thing, when we talk about like generational wealth and stuff and all, I was thinking about what Shaq said. Shaq said, even though he has all this money and all, he said his rule is nobody gets any of his cheese without degrees or whatever.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a standard.
And then I think about like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, he has all this money and he just giving them to his kids, and his sons and everything. Mainly, what's his name? Marcus. That bad boy is getting in all kinds of trouble and spending money. Sniffing coke off stripper titties and compared to like LeBron or whatever, like like LeBron, like he's instilled a work ethic and everything. He got all this money. He's
I don't know, your connection messed up, Dave, or you going in and out.
Your audio a little choppy. It's probably because you ain't take your work jacket off and stuff yet, so you probably got that work energy on you. But you'll be able to come back and tap back in.
Some parents
not leave instructions for how to deal with wealth because they have no money knowledge of themselves, which is very true. That's a very solid, that's a very solid comment. But I feel like as much of a luxury as we look at some of those lifestyles to be, you got to understand you got a luxury of your child not being born and all that. You have more control over your narrative than somebody born into a 8-bedroom house with a theater in it and Lamborghinis outside and all that. They already, that you have the luxury of not having your child be conditioned. So I need parents to remember they have the power.
Well, I say this. When you become a parent, I don't care if you're wealthy or poor, in between, you need to be a hands-on parent, no matter what. Every day, if you can. Yes.
Can I ask you, because, we got a little real slight, this slight. Like that's age difference between the two of us. Can you tell us like what maybe 2 or 3 things that you would say would fall in line with being that type of solid parent?
First, I would say communicate with your children, because a lot of children don't have that support. So be able to tell, what's the word I'm looking for? Instill or try to communicate that to your children, that they can always come to you no matter what their issue is, good or bad. Because a lot of kids don't have that, or the parent is absent. So try to be, and when you all are talking, be present.
Yeah.
Don't be on your phone and trying to listen to them. Be present in the moment. Nothing is for free. Nothing is free. Nobody, what I give you out of love, but somebody else may not just give you something. You're gonna have to work for it.
Yeah.
So, and again, which I should have said first, put God, pray about things, believe in God and believe that that is going to sustain you and get you where you need to be. So when you give it to God, and I've had to learn this a couple of times, when you give things to God, leave it there and let him handle it.
Right. Thank you,
I like
Kyle, for the comments. I know
that.
sometimes you got to tap out. You can't stay the whole time, so I appreciate you, Kyle, for that.
Yeah, appreciate
Misha
yeah.
was saying, my bad, I don't want to pass that
Well,
comment. She was saying parents need to start grooming their children in money talks and how to invest at an early age. They should
Yes,
not learn about money and wealth when their parents are dead. Yes,
true.
yes. Because we know how
that's
to spend it. Everybody know how to go to the
Oh,
grocery store and spend it,
oh
but
yeah.
yeah. I
And
there
it's
is
think
much
some way.
easier, to spend somebody else's money than spend your own money.
but
Because
that's
you
why
second guess
You
stuff in the
see,
store when you
y'all
gotta pull it
know.
out. Yeah,
kids got to learn that. I had to learn that the hard way, like with credit cards and things like that. The bank will give you money, but it's no different than your parents. You know what kid gonna blow through their money, which one ain't. I got a nephew that all he do is save his money. You can give him $100 for his birthday. About time the next birthday come around, he still got more money. He saved it from that time. But I got other nephews. Soon they get that $100, it burn their pocket. And it's no different than credit loans or anything. If the bank give you $10,000 and you go blow it fat, they're not giving you no more money. But you go out there, you only spend like 1,000, months pass. They like, oh, we got 50 for you. Because they know like you're not gonna just go out there and blow it. You're gonna really invest it, you're gonna bring money back. But we're not gonna just give you money, go out there and throw. And I think what happens is a lot of people they forget or they just ain't lose their parents just yet. So when you lose a parent and your parent don't have no access to leave you, you get left a bill. Like when my mother died, we had to pay for it. We had to come out of pocket. Insurance took care of some things, but she didn't leave us nothing. You left us bills. And I know me knowing my mother, if she had the position to leave us wealth or money or property, she would. And then the people who had the access to do that, I always hear them say, oh, I ain't leaving my kids anything and da da da. Like, how would you feel if your parents didn't leave you nothing? And then that's how they feel. Oh, well, my parents didn't leave me nothing, so I ain't leaving my kids nothing. It keeps going. Like, how can you build a company to make millions of dollars? Some people billion trillion. It don't matter how far, and just let it go. Because that's what happened. If you don't leave it to your kids, the government gets it. You think Michael Jackson kids got his stuff? No, Sony and all that stuff went to the government, and then they can auction it out and resell it. So I'm not with all that. I'm leaving my kids only 3% of what I work for. I don't care if they go out there and blow all of it. At least I know they did it. I'm not gonna give somebody else. That always been mind-boggling me. I just want to know, how does y'all feel if you lost your parent or if you still have your parent, if they just don't leave you anything? If they just say, you know what, and you got to take care of whatever bills they left behind. Like, would you want to be that parent to your kid?
No, I definitely wouldn't. I would say, since we keep bringing up small differences in age, remember the word small. Since we keep bringing up small differences in age, that's one of the things at 31 that about to be 32 next month that I'm facing, because when I bring up those conversations, like Misha was saying, tying to her comment, everybody's not knowledgeable. I don't understand why people aren't in today's time when you can pick up a phone and call somebody on the other side of the earth and all that type of stuff and FaceTime and do all those things. I think what it is actually is the abundance of resources. When you have too many resources around you, the pressure of the grind or the focus, I feel like, is diminished. But I wouldn't want to be somebody to answer your question. No, I wouldn't want to be somebody to do that. But I'm not also expecting that, because if I'm listening, I keep an open ear, whether it be a child or growing into adult or whatever. If I keep an open ear and I don't hear those type of conversations naturally, because you'll hear your parents or your family members gossiping about who did what across the street and all of that type of stuff, but I don't naturally hear certain conversations like that. So I'm already leaning in a direction of, okay, I got to get right, which is why I would take advantage of opportunities that people like Miss Diana, other people around me, especially with a slight age difference, are offering, because um, that would be my streamline to leave something behind to someone like my sister, because I know it's not going to come from above me. Maybe externally, but not internally.
Right.
I like that. What up,
Yeah.
Phil? I ain't know you was in the background, brother. How you
What's
doing?
up, bro? But yeah,
What's
that's
up,
real,
Phil?
man. That's the concept of generational wealth. That's what
Yeah.
we don't do in our communities.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what other races do in their communities. We
Yep.
we've been conditioned to have that crab in the barrel mentality. We're gonna take care of us.
Yeah.
But that's something we gotta break, man. Generational wealth is what moves your family forward.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
if your family just got to keep starting over one generation, starting over the next generation, it's stuck. It's going to stay where it's at. Now,
Right.
if you give them something, well, you got to know who you're giving it to, too. But
Yeah.
if you give them a stepping stone, that's one less hurdle that they have to go over. You know, like I said, I want to make sure my son is good after I go, so he don't have to go through some of the things that I went through, and he
Right.
can move the ball forward.
Right.
Yeah, I like
Now,
that.
can I ask a question if you don't mind, real quick, Molly?
Go ahead.
Since Phil was the last person talking, can I ask you, Phil, because this is what I really want to know. We're gonna take the time to be on the live and have these type of conversations. I love when we do, but I'm gonna start asking stuff that I really want to know out of this instead of just
Sure.
listening all
Go
the
ahead.
time. Now, I want to know, what do y'all consider to be overstepping? Because if your child is, they always in trouble. They never seem like they ever wanted to even try to get on the right path. I want to know though, not even highlighting that, but I would want to know, what do y'all consider to be overdoing it, setting them up, because we talk about generational wealth and stuff like that. So setting them up in the best way you can. But is there anything that y'all would consider as parents to be like, I don't need to do that, or that's too much, or they have that on their end? Like, because I don't want to ask a loaded question, but do y'all think that there's anything specific that is overdoing it as a parent? Like, that's not necessary, that they should be doing, by themselves?
Well, the first thing I set my kid up with is a good education, so
Okay.
he can survive with or without me.
Solid.
Okay.
Right.
Next move is, I mentor him to, what to do with his money while I'm here. Or, and then I watch him and see how he moves with his money.
Yeah, because that
You know.
matters too. Understood.
I mean, if I know, like, my son gambles, it ain't a real serious gamble, but my son gambles. And, but, I don't think it's to the point where he would just run through. My son's gambling, and he's also an accountant, so he knows both sides. He knows how to manage money. He supposedly knows how to manage money.
I'm hoping. I'll say that much. From a distance.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm going to try to put him on the best path forward while I'm here. I mean, give it after I'm gone. It's no longer my concern anyway.
Yeah.
But like I told my accountant, shit, I'm going to give him the best I can, but I'm going to make sure I'm taking care of good while I'm here. I'm going to live good while I'm here. So,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, man, with y'all being parents too. I mean, my bad, Phil, if you were still continuing.
No, I'm good.
Okay. I would just want to ask y'all the same question. Just, everybody's an aunt, an uncle, a parent, got some kid under them at a certain age and stuff, small age. But, I would like to hear that from y'all. Miss Diane, can I ask you that?
No, I agree 100%. Again, as a parent, I'll speak for myself. I'm not gonna speak for everybody. I try to instill in my children the best things and best knowledge that I have about things, and I do encourage them to ask questions elsewhere.
Right. Like that too.
Again, sometimes kids don't have that adult influence that will lead them in the right direction, so they will seek it elsewhere. And I don't think that's bad, depending on where they seek it. But
Right.
I would say, hopefully, if we teach our kids to start at home first, then they will continue on that for the rest of their life and be that way. And hopefully, I mean, sometimes, kids are kids. We all been kids. So sometimes you may take a left turn when you should have took a right turn, but as long as you come back where you're supposed to be, where you need to be, then I think that's all the better. Because I do think life lessons sometimes are good for people. Some of us learn from them. Some people learn better from a life mistake than never having any mistakes at all.
I'm all for that. That's solid answer. Okay, solid. Okay, I'm all good for that. What
But
about you,
one thing
David?
I do have to say is, as parents, we got to educate ourselves too. I
True.
I do
mean,
like that. I do like that.
yeah, because it's certain things, we weren't taught about money in school. We weren't taught about investments in school. We weren't taught about
Right.
mutual funds. We weren't taught about IULs. We weren't taught about how to move your money around.
Right.
And, that's something we got to educate ourselves on as parents and as adults, man. You can't teach something you don't know. And, so as parents, just as people in general, I don't care whether you learn to giving it to your kids or not. That's something you need to learn too. And you just can't sit around and talk about my parents didn't teach me this. There's resources out there where you learn for yourself too. You can't, at some point, you can't put the blame on other people. If you want to move forward, you need to put forth an effort to do that for yourselves too. So, it's a team, it's like a team mentality. What one person don't know, somebody else learn. What somebody else don't know, somebody else learn. That's why they say you work as a village, man. Everybody help everybody.
Yes.
Miss Misha said start now. She said long term. What she say? Start now. Long term, short term, savings goals, investments, financial management, trust. Start now. Yeah, start now.
And if you don't know, you can learn. That's what a lot of things I think
True.
people go wrong. They get scared to ask questions. But
Exactly.
for me, I'm a young parent. My daughter's 16, my son only 1. So I'm not a parent to adults just yet. So anything they do is on me right now. That I gotta teach them. I gotta get them prepared for the real world. Only different is my kids don't live with me. So my son in Carolina, so that's a little tough. When I had my daughter, she was with me every day, so I know I install a lot into her. I see it every day. Like when I see her, I can tell like, oh, she got that hard work after that. She's seen me do a lot. She's seen anything I start, I finish it. And I used to install that in her. Even if she wanted to quit, I know you started. Nope, you gotta finish. When you finish, you ain't gotta do it again. But if you start something, you
Molly,
got
your son is 1 year old. If you put $150 away in account in a high interest yield account for him, by the time he's 25, that account will give him a good start in life. So, just start. That's something that I had to learn that I didn't have the opportunity to do with my kids. But, now I know. And that's what I tell my son when he have kids. You start young, man. Give them a foot up on life, man. There's accounts out there, there's funds out there where you don't have to put a lot of money in that gives a good return. We're conditioned to go to banks and deal with what people tell us, man. They got interest, they got account. Your bank is giving you 0.2%. Okay, go to, but they got other funds that's out there giving you up to 5 to 6%. Make your money work for you. Don't work for your money so hard. But that's what you got to educate yourself on. Don't sit around and wait for somebody to bring that to your door. Because you might never get it, and you're the one that's going to suffer for it. Your kids are going to suffer for it.
Yeah. What up, Riri?
Hey,
Reese.
Don't having issues with StreamYard. They're asking me for the ID to get back in, and whatever knocked off everything.
All good. We'll get that straight when we get offline. But for now, I want you to come into the conversation with us because it's a good one about parenting and stuff. I understand the stress and everything. I'm rather top into that. Let your producers do what they
come
do.
over there and fix that thing. I got you, Riri.
Get the hammers and stuff.
What confuses me that people, that believe in Christ in God and things like that, which I do believe in God for some reason. People think I don't, but I just look at it like no matter what you do, you feel like your father will forgive you. Oh man, God gonna forgive whoever. You know, no matter what he is, that's God. God, that's his child. He can forgive you and da da da. So it's just like, what can my child do that I can't back them on? It's nothing that they can actually, I think, do. Even in an adulthood, it's like some things I'm gonna have to let them learn their own. You know, that's good to learn things on your own. But other than that, I got they back. You know, it's my job to take care of them. It's my job to make sure they good. They didn't ask to be in this world. As much we like to give God the credit, we brought these kids into this world. This woman and me, as a man, we decided to have sex and have this child. This child did not ask to come here, so it's only right for us to take care of them and make sure they prepare. So when they become an adult, they know what to do with their kids. But it ain't easy. You gotta let your kids know when you're really going through hard times, when things is not as easy, because they just make it seem like parents just got it all. And I used to think that as a kid, like my mother should have it. My father, I ain't understand what they had to do to get it. You know, I ain't understand a lot of these things, and I learned more on the streets than actually in school. I learned how to deal with money on the streets. And a lot of people used to get on you, oh, you selling weed and you young, you don't care, you just want to make money, and it feel good when you can actually put money into your mother's hand, your kids, and buy shoes and stuff. But when you start to learn that you're doing something wrong, you try to do something different. So when I started to do something different, I started to notice selling CMO is no different than selling weed. Selling shirts ain't no different. You buy and you sell. You know, it's like you can buy wholesale, and it's the same thing. And that's why you see a lot of entrepreneurs that was once drug dealers, they start become good business owners, because at the beginning all they knew. But once you start to
Supply and
do
demand.
something different, they're gonna do something different. They're gonna be good at it too. Because we know how to count money already. We've been dealing with money since a young age. We've been exchanging money. Hey, here go $20, you owe me 10. It's kids nowadays that's in school and high school that don't know how to deal with money. I know, because we had the kids. I used to give them money, and you go to the store, you know how much change. They don't know. They
Yes.
really I be like, how you don't know how to count money physically? They depends on the person to get them the right change.
Yep.
That's it. I'm like, man. So I'm with it. I'm down with my kids no matter what, good, bad. It's up to me to make sure they the good people that they supposed to be out here. If not, I failed them. I can't say, oh, he's just a bad seed. Nah, at anything, if you grow a plant, you plant that seed, it depends on how much you water it. So if you got your kids out here, you're not watering them, you're not helping them grow and be nurturers in this world, then it's on you. If that plant dies, on you. If you decide not to water that plant for weeks and come back, it's on you. And I feel the same way with these kids. We can't keep saying, oh, it's society, oh, this and this. And it's always going to be things out here that's going to try to distract them, but it's for you to keep them on the right track. So that's how I feel about it, Trey. What about
Well,
you?
let me piggyback off of that. As parents, we can try and tell our children and teach our children the right thing, but you have to do remember that there are those outside influences, and they are individuals as well. So just because your child went off and did something that you didn't like doesn't mean that you're a bad parent.
Not at
So
all.
keep that in mind. So
You're right.
don't,
Yeah.
yeah. And they're not a bad child either. They just got misled.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. One of the things though that I don't think I would want people to start to tap into, because after my little journey with certain things, I really started to tap into mental health and certain things, aspects of my family that I needed to understand, and how y'all handle this way, or why y'all choose to go this route. There's certain things that I wanted to tap into and start to understand, but I don't think that we even the average person even understands the dopamine rush they get off of purchases, the way it makes them feel, the fulfillment or filling a void off of the things you consume, and the effect that all this
Right.
advertisement, everything you see every single day. Like, I can't pick up my phone without seeing that such and such sent me a message 2 days ago on Facebook. Okay, I'll check it. I don't need anything external to keep me, together. But you have all these things that keep you tapped in, is what I'm saying. Reminders of messages on Facebook, or reminders of
T-
sales on Amazon and stuff. I don't think that
Timu,
we
Timu.
doesn't understand that effect. I don't mess with Timu because I believe in quality. So I feel like you can pick and choose to find things that get you out of the way for the moment, but I don't believe in for the moment because you'll find yourself going back to the store to buy it again because you want to be cheap. So I do believe in picking your battles, and I do believe in getting what you can buy. But I feel like, you know, understanding the power of our money, understanding the power of the influence that's on us when it comes to what's advertised and what's solicited to us, shit that you're
Right.
looking at in the store, and you know you're not gonna buy it, you know the price ain't changed, you know you can't afford it, you know it's gonna mess with your budget, but you still looking at it because of, you know, just the tactics that they have to solicit it to you. You know, I just want people to like kind of tap into that, what consumerism even is, and how it affects us. You know, that's what I feel like. We'll understand little key points like that. We'll start to understand other things. You know, in my opinion. But if I can read Misha's
Right.
comments before anybody else comment, Molly, can you pull up the last two that she got? One about money talk. She says money talks is just important. Oh, I'm sorry. Money talks, so money conversations is just as important as having sex talk with your children. You have to educate them so they are better equipped to deal with this world and have more options. Yeah. And she also says, I have friends now who have houses that are paid off and able to retire before the age of 50 because their parents were in a position to have a place of education to teach them. I blame that Misha
Yeah.
personally, and I'm a, take a break and let everybody to make sure that I'm not talking too much. But I think that that comes from the abundance I just mentioned. When people didn't have the internet, didn't have all these resources, the more that you have laid around you, number one is that's more that can be altered and messed with for people that have negative intention on a body of people like the middle class or the lower class or whatever. And I do put in a little, misinformation to finesse. So I think the abundance now makes people like relax because you can look this up and you can easily get to that. I think it not desensitized, but it took away that like initiative to go for anything because you just feel like it's all in your lap. I feel like so I don't know what stops people from. I don't know if it's an ego thing with parents. That's something that anybody on here can answer to. I don't know if it's an ego thing to tell your child that you don't know. Um, we have technology at the same time as y'all. We growing at the same time with it. So I'm not sure what the disconnect is, but I think it's the abundance, like having all these things around you, make you think you don't have to like reach as much because you can just readily pick it up when you feel like it. I don't know.
I mean, it's the same.
Go ahead, bro. You got the mic.
Same thing with what Phil was saying. You know what I mean? Lack of education, even on our part, because like you know what I mean, like back in the day, they're teaching us about, you know what I mean, George Washington cutting down a cherry tree instead of us learning how to to get good credit and
Yeah.
what I mean, it's like unnecessary stuff that we was being taught, then stuff that we need nowadays. I mean, I sit back and think about a lot of bad decisions. Now I tell my son all the time or whatever. No, you know what I mean, like a good example. I got a couple insurance policies. You know what I mean, life insurance policies and out, but I had to put my middle son's name down for like the beneficiary or whatever, no, because I don't trust my older son. You know what I mean? Stories like it's okay. So when he was with his mom before before she passed or whatever like that, no, they he was going to college and he was getting like loans or whatever like that, right? Well, I think it was like a $2,000 loan or something like that or whatever. So so when she found out about it, she was like, oh, you know what I mean? So you can help out on this, you know what I mean? She, excited. Come to find out, he took that money and was spending it on the game system or whatever. You know what I mean? Which you know what I mean? I told him, I said, it's crazy. You're paying all this money for your creative player to have the newest shoes and everything, while you're walking around with shoes with holes in them and stuff. And I told my son, I said, if I would leave you leave money or whatever like that, no, and I will find out that the money that I left was spent on that game, like a creative player or something like that. No, I said I would hunt the hell out that game. You know what I mean? I would be blocking shots, and all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why I can't make no points. No, you know, I would go off or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I had to use my middle son. You know what I mean? The one with more common sense or whatever like that. No, you know what I mean? To divide the money or whatever like that. No, than to trust the older son. So
yeah, that makes sense. I think a lot of people don't know gaming though. Like this kids are making millions of dollars off that game you talking about. Maybe had to put the VCs and all that shit to build a player up. But once you get into a certain tournament and you can win $1 million, you a man gotta be good. You got no chance of winning it, but it's a gamble still, because a lot of kids, I know my nephew, they spend hundreds of dollars on VCs, and that's just virtual coins. Virtual coins. These motherfuckers not even real. And it's crazy because when we play the game,
I didn't know anything about that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm sitting there, you know what I mean? I'm like, where's the money going? Where's the money going? Or whatever. And then, you know what I mean? Like
the reason why, as somebody who I don't have my console no more, because personally I felt like I wasn't concentrating enough. I felt like I was starting to tap into an alternate reality. But when we was talking about Molly, when you brought up the other day, maybe 2 or 3 days ago, we was talking about like watching people stream and stuff like that. Well, when I be on TikTok, some people that I do watch stream, I don't think y'all understand like this GTA RP stuff, these alternate realities. It's actually creating a world for them. It's creating a second world that they get to live in. You have a whole lifestyle, and you get anything you can think of, you can type in and make happen on the screen. And these kids are starting to yes, it's making them money, but they're starting to actually live in an alternate reality. And for me, the stuff that was going on at the time, I mean, I knew the real world. I didn't start letting like basic stuff fall to the wayside, but I realized I was starting to tap in. Though I wasn't really putting in much of my own money into like GTA and stuff like that, it was giving me a second reality. Like, you don't have to leave your house. These kids now are not leaving the house, going out to the basketball court no more, going hopscotch when all y'all can meet up. All y'all in y'all living rooms, and all y'all got, headsets and all of that. Y'all are meeting up in locations on the game. Y'all are spending your time on this screen and communicating through this screen. So I'm trying to figure out like how these kids having an alternate reality, this AI stuff, all of this, if they are given different worlds that they don't have to exist in or deal with other like real life stuff, and they can put all the energy and time into one thing like the metaverse or these alternate realities, how are y'all gonna reshape that? How is anybody gonna reshape that?
You're gonna reshape it by spending time with your kids. Throw a basketball in the room. Throw a football in the room. Get your kids involved. Get your kids involved in outside stuff. Most of them kids that fall into that kind of reality, I'm not a doctor or anything, but they have that loner personality. So get your kid. I mean, I'm a firm believer. I don't coach football. I'm a firm believer in team sports. Get your kids involved in stuff that's going outside where they can do stuff outside themselves. Interact with other people, interact with other kids where they don't have to look for something, something like that.
Yeah, it's a gift and a curse. I think it's great because a lot of people don't understand is that like when we play games, we play because we were stuck inside, we couldn't go out. Nowadays, kids play the game and it just keep them out the streets. But if we was not playing the game, we would find something to get into. So I don't mind these kids playing the game, but they still should get out and be part of teams and still have some type of activities, which they most do. I don't know no kid that just sit in the house and play the game. I know my nephews and them play the game, but they still on basketball teams, football teams. They still go outside. They enjoy life. For some reason, people assume when they see a kid play the game, that's all they do, like all day. And if that's the case, that's the parents' fault. I can't blame a kid if you're on the game all day screaming and say, this all you want to do? No, you the parent. Take the fucking game. So most of it ain't even the kids that's on the game too much. It's just that America don't understand this. And you can look at the stats. that the liquor companies lost billions of dollars this year. I mean, the year just passed, the year before that, because the kids is not drinking alcohol no more. No, why? Because they gaming. And then
Right.
they're not gaming, they smoking weed. For some reason, they just not drinking. And back in the day, kids, that's what they do. They hung out, they snuck out, they drink, and they play imaginary friends and shit. It's no different. They just put you in a whole new world. Okay, we was into sports. We watch sports to this day, but it still keep us blind from what's going on in the real world. Now they just using video games for the kids to keep them blind on what's going on in the real world. But they was
Right.
doing the same thing. It just looked different. Yeah, they had job all caught up into wanting to be a rapper or a musician and stuff like that, or a comedian. It's still part of that entertainment world. Cat Williams, LeBron James, all of them is still part of that entertainment world. And now you got the game, and so it's just like it might look different, but I still think it's just another technique they use to keep us blind to what's really going on in the real world. When they passing laws and things like that, they talking about the Patriots plan or the Eagles in the Super. I don't care. I just heard Trump say he was about to pass some shit. He just made
Yeah.
houses affordable. Now all these big companies can't buy up all the houses no more, like BlackRock. They just passed a law. So now this is a good time for people to be able to start buying. Because what they was doing is the big companies was buying all the houses and then renting it to us. But they got the
Mhm.
money to do that. Now they're not allowed to do that for the next couple of years. So as long as we out here, we should be finding times to buy a house. And but like Misha said, they don't understand finances is different. Grandpa can work at one job and pay the mortgage, the electric, and still have money to have fun. One
Yeah.
income can't pay you a house. So it don't matter how much education you got. I done seen people went to school for 8 years. They can't live on their own. They got great
Yeah.
jobs, still can't afford to live on their own. They can't afford just to buy a house. So it's still different. It ain't about educating. It's about America. The system is fucked up. At the end of the day, they paying us a little more, but the bills went up a lot more. So it's just like it really don't add up, you know. So it's really time to really educate our kids on what's going on in the world and not about the gaming and the football and things like that. That's cool to get away on a break, but they need to know what's going on in the real world too. And I think that's where we go wrong at. We try to keep them away from what's happening in the real world. Then when they start to see it, they thinking it's new. I thought it was new when I first started saying police shootings and it's getting advertised on the news, 9/11 and all. I'm like, what the? As I came an adult, I'm like, damn, this shit been happening. So every time a vaccine,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, they got this vaccine out. Then I do research. Oh, this like the 30th vaccine. They did this
Mhm.
about 50 times already. So it's just like,
Mhm.
man, we gotta start letting our kids know what's going on now. So when they get older, they know, oh, this is a pattern. They did this before. I know what to do in this situation with my kids because this is what my parents did with us when we was going through this situation.
Mhm.
But that's my
But the
thought.
only thing that just scared me about that is the parents out there too. They on there too, some trying to catch a couple hundred likes and shit. So I don't know. That's the fearful part because and then now we're the parents. So the people that's 30, 35, whatever, we starting to be the parents now. So we already like taking on a role that's like we being put in fast forward and it's coming to you faster than you ready to take it on. But it's the fearful part to me is I see, as the parents become younger, Big Mom ain't there no more. Like, certain the times are changing. I see them, the parents and stuff on the phone too. Not everybody. We already know it's not everybody. So shut up if you one of them people that got to say not everybody because we're not talking about everybody. We just talking about those that are doing it. But they got their phones out and stuff too. So that's what makes me fearful of of. I mean, the conversation is I love everything about everything we saying today, but it's just that fear in the back of my mind is just that they can't get away from the phone either. They just up on they DMs and text messages just as much as the teenagers. So I'm just I hope to see it like actually separate. Go ahead, Dave. I know you
You
was about to say
know,
something.
I read something. I don't know how true it is, but they said that these kids now they're not really social. They don't, you know, they said kids not even, and I don't know. I hope this shit not true. Kids not even having real sex anymore. You know,
Yeah,
I, I mean,
yeah,
they're not social enough. Their their social development, sex is not important to them anymore. So
yeah.
I'm like, when did that break? Now I'm
Well,
hoping that's not true, but there are studies out there saying that.
well, it's that goes back to that access again. that I was talking about because the abundance of everything. Now let's keep it G since we all adults on here. We ain't talking to no kids. We might be discussing kids, but we ain't talking to no kids. So I'm gonna talk to y'all like y'all older than me and everything. So when
You 30
you
some years old, you a grown ass man. So stop
no, I
throwing
know.
that we older. So,
No. Elder for my level of respect that I have for anybody that's older than me and that's lived on longer
we
for
all
me.
talking as adults here.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. So since when you're talking to no kids and nothing like that, I can just go ahead and approach stuff the way I want to. But when you get online and you don't have to, when there's no strive to, okay, or in y'all era, when I'm thinking about y'all movies, y'all entertainment, y'all stuff, y'all was doo wopping and boo bopping down the street to sing to that woman to encourage her to possibly just go on a date with you. Just go on a date. You know, you had to get her you wanted to get her flowers and all these other things. And now online, you can click online and send somebody $15 and they ready to take their clothes off. So it's hard to gauge that because it's no the the resistance, like the effort to put into anything, is almost non-existent. When you got people that are there's OnlyFans now, like there's platforms that are doing major numbers and encouraging people to, you know, open themselves up in a way that there's no mystery no more. If you want to see what a woman look like nowadays, you can see it. You know, might have to drop a little bit on Cash App, or you might have to do a little finagling in terms of talk. But the access, what I'm seeing in terms of the times changing. So when we talk about 2001, 9/11, before that, and the times changing, the access to get anything, you know, now, like you, for instance, I'll just one little example, random example, jobs. You ain't getting no job because you Miss Johnson's son no more. Like all these people that's online, you got all these emails and all these resumes and everything. Even the jobs are treating the people different because of the abundance. So if they don't want you, they can discard you because there's 50 other people that want this low ass wage that we, you know,
Mhm.
scrambling and scraping for. So what I'm speaking on is the difference. Everything is so right there that it's like desensitizing.
Mm.
Everything's so in your face and so like I can click on this and get this job or click on that and order that. Everything is just so at the touch of a finger and it desensitizes people. It's taking away like their natural just, you know, essence, the way they receive and see things, you know.
Mhm.
But when everybody just, you know, readily available, you know, accessible or whatever no more, you ain't gotta sing to her no more. You send a text message say what's up and by the end of the night y'all already reached the end goal or whatever y'all trying to reach. So it's like no work no more. And that's scary for a younger person who strives for a lot of these things that y'all had to grind for because nobody cares anymore. It seems like. You know.
Yeah. What's that,
So
Dan? You got anything to add to it?
Well, you know, we have grown into this age of self gratification,
Mm-hmm.
and e- everybody wants everything, and I want it now. It goes back to I don't know if I know you all probably seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the old one with Gene
Yeah.
Wilder. I
yeah.
Right.
I want it, Daddy, and I want it now, and that's
Well,
where we are. And you're right. There's no mystery about anything. Um, you know, your kid. There used to be a time on TV because here's that little wee difference. There used to be a time on TV where couples, I Love Lucy, for instance, they had
Mm-hmm.
always had two beds. They never had one bed because they couldn't show on TV certain things. They couldn't show couples sleeping in the same bed. There was some restrictions. There was restrictions on what time adult theme um, themes came on TV. It was after 11 o'clock, after you put the kids to bed, maybe 10 o'clock, some channels. And then you got HBO. Well,
Super
you know,
TV.
that's all I have to say. You
Super
know,
TV.
so yeah, you know, so there's even though you can put these restrictions on your TV for your children, they know how to get around that crap and you know and see what they want to see, or they got friends that parents don't monitor that kind of thing. So it's out there for your children. I'm a firm believer of talking to your children as best as you can. They may not listen all the time, but try to talk to your children. So you know it's we are becoming desensitized society. I do applaud Meta at the moment, even though they kicked me off from my business title, about age appropriateness and how long your children can stay on social media. I think that might be a first step because I am a firm believer that we are raising weak ass children. I'm
No, yes,
sorry.
Lord.
Um,
Lord.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, nah, this is what we want.
Well, let me say this. And the reason I say that, when the issue was going around that the children were committing suicide because you're getting bullied online, turn that shit off. Hit the button. Turn that
Sit
shit
off.
off. How the hell am I going to let somebody bully me on my phone? Click that shit off and delete their ass. Because trust me, I have deleted a lot of friends. I've deleted some friends from 40 years. You don't like what I'm saying. I don't like what you're saying. We can't come to an agreement. Bye. Click.
Right.
And they
So
don't.
we do need to try to find a solution to get our children more engaged in present day. I do believe that.
And
Yeah.
would y'all say we engaging right now?
No.
Is we having conversation? Like, did
No.
we have good
Yes.
talk? So none of this is a good
Not right now.
conversation for the
This is
world.
good conversation.
Yeah,
It
that's
is.
what I'm saying. So, and we online, we actually on a streaming platform. You know, and without this, we won't be connected, having this conversation, giving these people this good conversation they can comment on. So it is good things come from this. It just people just overlook it, don't understand it. And what they
Yes.
got to understand is kids is not lonely. Like you said, they getting bullied online. That means somebody can actually get to them and make them feel a certain way. So for
Yes.
some people, they think when you see a kid online and he's playing the game, he's not socializing. Yes, he is. Him and 20 of his fucking friends is on the game playing. They talked about it in school all day. That's what a lot of people don't understand. They be like, these kids need to get out this game and start hanging out with their friends. No, they hanging out with their friends.
Right.
They
It's
literally
just a
hang out with
different
their friends.
form of
They
hanging
play
out.
ball. Yeah, it's just that now when we was in, we had to go to our friend's house to play the game.
Yeah.
And we had to ask their mom, can he have company? She's like, baby, for
Yeah.
a couple of hours, y'all can come in and we play games, we getting their arguing and stuff. Now we don't have to do that. We can say, hey,
Right.
just sign in. My mom ain't allowing y'all to come in here. Mom ain't gonna allow 30 dudes in the house. But if all 30 of us get online and play Call of Duty, we are networking. They conversating on there, they talking stuff to
Sure.
each other. It's all types of things they do, and it just get to me because then they turn around and say these kids need some type of guidance. They out here wilding, they shooting everywhere. They down Southwest. They was down there by Southwest during the time with the guards and all that. So what they was out there networking. So one
Look,
minute these kids don't network and hang together, the next minute they doing too much networking and hanging together. It's like they need curfews because they outside.
right.
So they ain't go outside. Like, which one is it?
Look, I would much rather have my children in the house on the game than out in the street and possibly get hurt. So at least I know where you are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like everything else, it's good and bad. I think the amount of time they may spend on it may
Yeah.
be a factor. So, but it's good and bad and everything. So
Yeah, you got to
You
work
know,
that balance.
I
yeah.
feel you on that.
when I was coming up, remember this, with Trey and Molly might not have had it in their time, but we had a thing called a party line. With the telephone
Yes.
was our
Yes.
social media. The telephone, you get 10, 15 people on the party line, and all the kids be on the party line from the class, or such and such. Everybody be on there laughing and everything on the telephone, y'all. This was us. This was our social media outlet because we didn't have the internet and all that. But everybody did have a line, and I remember. I worked hard in school, so I could get my own line. So my grandparents used to tell me this. My granddaddy will only allow me so many minutes on the phone because he said that I'm treating it like a plaything. Well, to us, it was our social plaything. So I worked hard and got my own phone in my own my room, so I could be on the line with all my friends and stuff. Because ain't nothing worse. Like, I gotta go, y'all gotta go, and you hear somebody hang up that phone. Or somebody pick up that phone. You've been on that phone for 2 hours. Get off that phone. Go do your chores. Go do your, because the boys and the girls, we all be on there talking and our thing was the party line.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had that. They just hooking up now. That's all it is. They had the chat line when I was younger, but they was hooking up on them. They was doing the wrong shit with it. So they wasn't trying to social. They was trying to get together. That's what they was. They was getting together, all right. But it just the narrative probably changed.
Yeah.
You know.
If you eat, you drink.
Hey, Reese, when you said party line, what did that remind you of? Remember a New Edition, Mr. Telephone Man?
Telephone Man.
Telephone.
Which one? New Edition remind me of a lot of these songs.
New Edition, Mr. Telephone Man. Remember, she ain't got no party line.
The situation blows my mind. That was another word for a three-way. Anybody, like I had a three-way, Diane had a three. We was hooking people up on the three-way. I'm gonna call such on the three-way. You call such and such, and you call such and such. And next thing you know, it'd be like 20 kids on the.
Now we call them jail calls. They call from jail. Hey, call such and such in, link such and such in. All right, and then that person, hey, link such and such in so you can talk to them. Hey, link such. That's all that is.
But jail gets smart. They said you can't do no three-way calls on the jail call.
Oh, you crazy?
Yeah, not now.
Still doing three-way call. They can't, but we can. You call me. I can add somebody on the call, and that person can add somebody. Then that person can add somebody. Keep going. You know, so it is. I got another clip to share with y'all. We will give our thoughts on that. This might be the last one for the day. What up, Shout?
And while he's bringing that clip up, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm back.
So she back. Yeah, you good. You good.
You've been back. It's all right.
We got you. And Auntie been doing her thing. Just how these kids can't socialize because they online too much. And you try to talk to them in person, they just don't even know how to conversate, especially with girls in person. But it's no different than getting online for the first time. They can get on here and they comfortable, but Auntie one is comfortable because she just starting to get on here. But the more she get on, the more comfortable.
Look how quick you done warmed up now. See, he told you there's nothing.
Yeah, I think we should tap into both worlds, know how to work the internet and know how to socialize.
Yes.
When people say, how are things going? You say, wonderful. You say, how's life? You say, terrific. You say, how's your relationships? Couldn't be better. How is your health? How are you feeling? I feel great. In other words, don't talk about negative things, because when you talk about negative things, you actually increase them and you draw more of them into your life. Look at the people that you know who have problems. You notice the people that you know have problems all the time, never seem to solve their problems? Are people who talk about the problems all the time? To him that hath shall more be given, from him who hath not even that which he has shall be taken away. Now, this is another critical point with regard to relationships. And I learned this again in my studies. It is that each of us has a certain amount of suffering that we've gone through, and people fall in love with their suffering. People love their sufferings. As a matter of fact, they feel that they've paid for it, they've thought about it, they've lived with it for so long that most people are very reluctant to give up their suffering. You can't talk them out of it. You say, well, why don't you just forget it? Why don't you just put it behind you? Why don't you just get on with it? They say, well, I can't do that. Do you know how much I've suffered? Do you know how much emotional investment I put into this relationship, this job, this career, and so on?
Yo, what's good, y'all? This your boy Chout Bout, man, a.k.a. Bout Got Jokes. Straight out of Southside Jamaica, Queens. Same neighborhood as 50 Cent. No Kizat. But look, check this out, y'all. I just came from getting my breakfast because I'm getting ready to tune into the Morning Mac show that is live every Monday through Friday. So y'all better tap in, because if you knew better, you do better, baby. Play with it, but don't play with it.
If you knew better, you'd do better, Slim. I heard that.
Thank you, Chow. About us, my baby Chow.
I wanted to share that with y'all because it made a sense to me, you know, because I do like to talk about some of the things that I went through, and I used to like to talk about it a lot, you know, and I didn't understand that the more I was talking about it, a lot of things wasn't changing until I stopped talking about it. And I started talking more about positive things that I want to change, and talking like it already happened. Things started to change for me, and I just wanted to just share that with y'all and get y'all understanding on how y'all feel about, you know, just speaking positive to your life, or people always speaking negative about their life. Do you think that's what keeping them stagnant? That's what keep them there? What's y'all thoughts after seeing the video? We start with you, Dan. You the guest.
Yes, you are.
I believe there is truth in that, because you can, it's, again, back to business, you can have a wonderful idea, but if you let those negative thoughts and you stay on those negative thoughts and you don't seek the positiveness side of having a business, if that's what you really want to do, you can sabotage yourself. And it's just like anything else. People, depression, I know that clinically you may have to have medication sometimes, but also you have to talk yourself into positiveness.
Mhm.
I'll share with you about 4 years ago, I had breast cancer and I'm a survivor.
Said you had.
And
Way to
yes,
go. I like the past tense. I
had,
like the past tense.
had, yes.
Yes.
And one of the things that I found out and the doctor said to me was half of your battle is your positiveness that you have on yourself.
Wow.
Because if you stay in it and waddle in it, you're not helping it. So personally, I had now don't get me wrong, I had a little cry about it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got over it. And I had my talk with my children, and I said, look, we're going to cry tonight, but tomorrow we fighting this. We're not
Yeah.
staying here. So I
Yeah.
do believe positivity is beneficial, whatever you do.
Well said.
I love it. What's your thoughts, Riri? How you feel about the video we just sang?
I love it, but I just want to say that the part of the video just gave us one part. It's like there's a 1-2 punch when you are talking and speaking positivity. You have to execute it and act it.
Yes.
I know if I say all day, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna eat this, I'm not gonna eat that, I'm not gonna eat that. But if I don't do it, if I do go against what I said, I'm not gonna get nothing done. So it's a 2-part punch. In one part, thinking the positive, and the part 2 is executing it, actually doing it. So if I'm telling you I'm gonna go for a walk, I'm gonna try to change this, I gotta put action behind it. We could talk all day long and you can say the most positive words, but if I sit here in this chair and all I do is talk all day, I'm not getting anything done. So I agree with he said you got to have positive and you have to have execution. So they go hand in hand to make the 1-2 punch. That's what I've learned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
What about the negative thought? How you
What
feel
about
about
the
that?
negative thoughts?
Yeah, how you feel about that? Like people
You got to
speaking
push the
negative
negative
and you
out
push
because
it.
the negative is what will hold you back. That's the woes and naysayers. So woe is me. You know, cry for a little while. They said weeping endures for the night, right?
But
And
Yeah.
joy comes in the morning.
okay,
Huh.
so that
That
means
part. I
we
heard
only got
that.
that little window, and we got to push it away and get over it. We got to try to make building blocks. You know, there's 2 types of stones: tombstones and stepping stones. So we got to take that negative. Those are tombstones. We don't want to do that. We want to keep up moving positives and keep up stepping. And I got to say that to myself, and I got to do that with myself on a constant daily basis. I can't say I'm gonna do this one day and then don't think about it no more. No, I got to keep reminding myself, get on a good foot and move something. You know, say it and do it. Do it and say it and do it. So the negative stuff, you could wash that out. Wash it out. Put for one negative, put 5 positive in its place.
There you go.
You know.
And I tend to see it happen a lot. People go through certain things, and it can be a breakup or anything, and they constantly keep talking about it. So it's like, how do you ever get over something if you constantly talk about it? I know people bringing up shit from 10 years ago, and it's still people talking about how they parents didn't do certain things as adults, so that's still speaking negativity and still blaming this is the reason why I'm this and that. So I just wanted people to look deep into that and start really, like you said, speaking positivity into their life and get over it. It's just like, how can you ever get over something you constantly keep talking about it? It's like, have that one good talk, that cry, it's gonna come to mind. But if you constantly keep talking about it, I just think things don't change. What about you, funny man? What was your thoughts after seeing that clip?
After seeing that clip, I was thinking about I think it's in the Bible or something else says, how the tongue is like the most powerful weapon.
What's up, Keanu?
And how you could speak life and you can also speak death or whatever. And And if you know, if what I always tell a lot of people, you know, you achieve a lot of things with faith, and but the thing that kills faith is doubt. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you have faith, I'm going to feel better. If you have faith, I'm going to get this job. But then again, if you start having doubt, like, oh, but what if I don't do this right? Or what if this? Or what if this? And that? Then eventually, you know what I mean? That's how you end up messing up and stuff. So yeah, that's what I took out the video or whatever. No, you know what I mean? Pretty much be careful. Be careful, you know what I mean, of what you say or whatever, because you know what I mean, if you keep on speaking and thinking negative thoughts and stuff and all, negativity is gonna come into your life.
Yeah.
Very true. I don't know if it seemed like Molly popped out for a second. I didn't notice until it went silent. But I would say that it feels good to talk about, but a lot of people haven't mastered being able to deal with their own emotions and face themselves or their own realities. I believe that there's nothing you can, if you want to see better, create better, and put stuff around yourself, even if it's as simple as an affirmation on a cup that says, "Trust me, you got this." Put stuff in front of your face that makes you actually download and believe and receive it. Put it in your reality, and you can make it feel true to you, so that you're not just telling yourself or saying something to coach yourself. You're actually feeling it and living it. But people also, there's when it comes to, when they say people that say misery loves company, that's true, because and people hold on to their misery because there's a lot of dialogue and extra that comes from when you tell somebody, "Oh, I'm doing great," they be like, "Okay, cool, see you later." When you say, "Oh, you know, this ain't going right for me, this ain't working out," people are more, there's more dialogue and talk and more expression, whether it's like people just passing negativity or spewing that out, is more dialogue and stuff that comes from that negative space. So I feel like people can't, as much as a lot of people would want to, a lot of people have an addiction to staying in that dark space because of how much dialogue and conversation and attention that would come out of it that they probably wouldn't normally receive, especially if they're on the other side of things and saying, you know, "I got it mastered. This is good. This is on point," or whatever. I just think there's a lot more dialogue that comes out of negative conversation. So people just tend to stay in that dark space.
I think people can relate more. Like if I say I lost some money, people are like, "Damn, man, I lost some money before," and they always bring up, "You lost a person." They can bring it up, but if you talking about I started a business, they can't really get to that conversation. You know, I just did this or did that, something positive. A lot of people can't add on.
That's pretty much actually sums up what I'm saying in a nutshell. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say.
And run downstairs, drop off some sea moss to somebody. Just catching my breath.
Making a move. Yeah, unfortunately, positivity just doesn't bring the same type of energy that negativity does. Because if I say, you know, to my aunt or something, you seen what they did across the street? Oh, what happened? But if I talk about something positive, it's like, "Oh yeah, I know about it, yeah." But so just like I said, when it comes to the video, I think there's a lot more dialogue and energy, and people zone around something dark or negative or relatable, you know, more than they do positivity, because there's not a lot of people that's striving to be on that other side like that. So,
yeah,
you know,
man, that's crazy. Man, I ain't got time for negativity, man. You got to speak positivity in your life, man. Negativity, hell. That's what I got friends and family for. I ain't got time to deal with it.
He's stupid. He's stupid. He said, "That's what I got friends and family for. I ain't get no extra from nobody externally. It's all right." I get that. But like I said, put stuff in front of your face. Like, even if it's just, I picked the cup just because of what the conversation we're talking about. Sometimes I got to tell myself, if I don't believe something or if I'm not feeling it today, putting stuff in front of my face or talking to people like y'all having these type of conversations will put me back in the space that I need to be in. So you control the narrative. You want to watch baddies, or you want to watch, Jerry Springer or whatever, then all right, that's gonna set the don't get offended, David. But
And I
nah,
still haven't seen
that'll
that
put that
yet.
negative. That'll put that. Well, everything else on your timeline, we trying to get you away from, so you're not no better than nobody.
Okay, good. I'm not missing nothing.
But my point is, whatever you put in front of you, you can shape your own narrative.
Yeah.
Even if you're not believing and feeling, you can put yourself around people that are believing and feeling what they're talking about, and it will rub off on you. But just
something wrong with us though, and I think it's programmed in us because certain movies I only want to watch it if people getting killed. I should be like, man, ain't no action in this. We call it action. Ain't no action in this movie. This movie weak as shit. And some people start getting shot, and they be like, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Like Power, Go, all these shows that's popular right now. It promotes violence. Even Law and Order. Was that the SVU? That's still my show. But I started to notice that. Hold up, like I look forward to this show, and then I'd be like, every show is about somebody getting raped. I'm looking forward to seeing somebody get raped. Like I really used to love this show. I couldn't wait to see, like, oh yeah, what they about to do now? Oh yeah, he snatched her. I know he like. It's like it got us okay and comfortable with seeing people be victims and get victimized, even though they sometimes solve the case. But still, we constantly saying this over and over. It's a new episode of another girl get raped. A white girl, a black girl, Spanish girl. Then they started to add on real stories. Like, hold up, this happened in real life. They just changed the characters up a little bit. And it's like, man, like this really out entertainment. It ain't never really nothing.
Watch TV with my aunt.
So it's just like if we program to negative things, that's why when we hear, oh, it was a shooting down here, it'd be like, oh. But if we say, oh, it was somebody out there giving out things and just giving out messages, affirmations. We ain't gonna talk about that. But we was somebody in there just cussing people out, like that lady at y'all comedy show. Remember, she was just spazzing on everybody. That was the main topic about what happened that night. Nobody talked about did what or what else may went down. It was all about that she did them last 20 to 30 minutes of that show. So
that takes over.
Took over the whole show. We didn't have no show that day. It was like, oh my gosh. And it was a good show. It started off good and then everything. And I'm like, oh God.
What's up, Kenny?
He trying to watch Morning Max show baddies. We got a new baddie on here.
Hey, doing a bad woman doing good things.
You got the
different. Okay. There's big things happening over here, Kenny. You just late today. That's all it is.
Yeah. For some of y'all just popping in here, can you at least let them know what you got coming up since we get to almost to the end of the show? You can enlighten them. These for the viewers who just got in here, so it's gonna feel like you repeating yourself, but you just
it's fine. So we have Stilettos Dinner Theater, and we are located at 7909 Central Avenue, Capitol Heights, Maryland. And our website is stilettosdt.com. And we have our whole calendar. You can go through and see our history, meet the owners on there, get a little bit, our titles and what we do. But basically, you get live entertainment. We have a live band. You get a meal, nutritious, balanced meal. We're trying to, we started out doing some skits, but we've kind of slowed down with that because we need to find some new ones and some actors and stuff. So local entertainment, and we have comedians, and we may have a celloist, we may have a violinist, something different. And we want local talent to come to us to help them showcase their talent on our platform. So that's what you get.
That's what you get.
And if you want to have a birthday party, you can bring your people, have a birthday party. We love to have a good time as well, and bring you something grown and sexy as well.
Can't wait. Get Reese at some of them skits. Reese, you gonna get in some of them skits?
Not only we gonna get the skits, we gonna write the skits because she got my book. She got Shades of Blue. She know we writers over here. Well, if she didn't know, everybody know today. Molly's established writer. and I'm an established writer and actor, and Trey is an established producer. When I say established producer, meaning that they are well equipped with meeting your needs. So you look, there's another plug or another, source that you can pull from. And this is what we're doing. We're networking, you guys. That's the most beautiful thing about it. And y'all know, y'all come out and see us on here on Facebook. And then how lovely is it? Facebook and YouTube, by the way, and IG, and what else? TikTok. And how great is it that you go out to a nice dinner and then you see us in a different light, a more serious, a more of a thespian light, a more of an entertaining, like actually putting on the shows and getting into characters. Because we all are characters on here. But we can also bring it to you while you enjoying a nice meal, and laugh and the comedy and all that stuff. I tell jokes while it's supper time, dinner time. It's just nice to pull from different pools of things, because people are strong in different areas, in their own areas, and you could pull from here. Oh, I need this from here. I need that musician. Oh, that person's act. Oh, that person writes. Oh, I need that for film, videography, photography. I mean, it's just so much. We got the cornucopia of entertainment right here, and we just got to tap into it, y'all.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm all for that. I think we definitely deserve spaces where we can enjoy ourselves and give. I want people to have a reason to dress up again. I'd be looking at some of the stuff on my type of timeline with this nostalgic wear, like how women used to dress and how men would be in suits, and that was like the normal thing to walk around the street and just looking good. I want people to have a reason to like put on something special. I don't want to see nobody in no flip flops or nothing. I want to see somebody that wanted to feel good about the evening when they stepped out and come to Stilettos. So
yes.
No, is there a dress code for Stilettos, Diane?
We do not have a dress code, but again, the grown and sexy,
Yeah.
we're not going to turn you away. So let me just say that. But I mean, dress how you feel. If you want to dress up, we have people dress up. We have people dress down in jeans. We don't mind, because we still gonna have a good time, dressed up or not. So.
Oh yeah, I feel that. So I'd rather y'all set the tone and then let people know, everything that you bring into them, the entertainment, the professionalism, all that will set the tone on. It'll make them want to put themselves in a certain realm when it comes to a dress code versus showing up like what it's gonna be the pride, I feel like, in everything that they see will,
Well, when people come to see us, we are dressed now. Let me just tell you that. So maybe when people, if they don't dress up one time after they see us, they will dress up the next time, because that's what we're giving.
That's exactly what I want y'all to
do. A nice date, if you males trying to impress the females trying to impress the males, and she said grown and sexy, so you get to strut. I ain't no female in stilettos, but I'll be that girl in them Birkenstocks. I'll strut like this. Like, Reese, what you got on? I got on reasonable accommodations for my feet.
There you go.
But all of this else is up here be sparkling and glistening and twinkling. But you was like, she got on some Crocs. Really, yes, she does. Because she walked with a cane. But yes, dinner. It's getting ready to get Valentine's Day, and this is a perfect cap off, because Valentine's Day this year is on a Saturday. So look, take your boo out for a nice dinner and a show.
There you go.
He or she, they worth it.
StilettosDT.com.
And parties, birthday parties, anniversary parties,
parties. Just let us know.
Parties.
Thank you, Bree.
I'm hitting. Am I throwing the dots at all? In whatever type of function that you would like to, do, and food. That's big backing food. When she said barbecue chicken, fried chicken, ham, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens, and a nice a cherry or raspberry cheesecake, New York style.
If your bag is big or your bag is small, you can still enjoy it the same way. We ain't discriminating clientele around here. We ain't putting nobody in no box to make them feel like, oh, well, my back's not big, so maybe I can't.
I'm just saying big back and it's another
word. I'm saying everybody chow down. That's what I'm saying. They got something for everybody. Is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Right.
That part.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm all for that. I like that. That's a nice conversation and everything today, y'all, to bring in and kind of warm this year up, you know. So when I say something about wanting to put positive stuff in front of my face, this is the type of stuff I try to center myself around. So, you know, that's what's up. What's going on, Alan? We might have somebody that might have an entity for you to put your magic touch on, just like you did my logo and stuff like that. We might have some little stuff to talk to you about as the year unfolds. So I'm glad you tapped in to see some black business up here, some upscale business called Stilettos. But we might be bringing conversations to you. Trust me when I say, Miss Diane, you got your family got resources around here. So it's all in your hands.
Yeah, and when I talk about my cousin Alan, not only he's a graphic person that does the flyers and all the entertainment, but he is also a chef as well. Mwah.
Okay.
So he got many talents. It's no one trick ponies around here. We got a lot of people that know how to do a lot of stuff. The people that know how to do more than one thing, which is great.
Wonderful.
So you have abundance around you. That's the point. You have abundance around you, of course.
Thank you. So I just want to take this time thank you for the invite and allowing me to spend the day with you all. It has been a pleasure and I enjoyed it. Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
I'm
glad
you. Thank
you warmed up and everything. You said you was nervous. I ain't even see no nervousness the whole time. So.
You did good. Come again.
Thank you for tapping in with us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Alan. Hey. Alan, you see your boy on here with his hat? You don't know they baby.
Full screen.
Get him off the screen, man.
Get him off the screen.
Damn Fran over here, baby. Get him off the screen, man. Where is he from, man? He ain't no way in California, man. Go move out of Tampa.
You ain't nowhere near Philly.
Oh man.
Bang bang Nana gang.
Hey. Thank you for everybody that tapped in today. I appreciate the love, automatic traffic flowing to the Morning Max Show page. Y'all starting to learn to go ahead and tap in and leave some type of reaction when you do. Can't do it without the people that's viewing. Can't nobody talk to themselves online. So I appreciate whenever anybody comes through here, whether it's on time, whether it's a little later like Alan. You know, when people can make it getting off work like David, I'm all for this. So that's all I want to talk about and see this year is progress. Stilettos being one of the main things that we that's in the forefront in terms of 2026. So look, let's make it happen.
Definitely make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Trust me, you got this.
Yes, tomorrow's Freaky Friday, you guys, and I want to thank you all so much because when my stuff went out, Molly jumped right in, Trey jumped right in. Where's my boom boom boom? And I'm just like screaming because I had no power for a minute. Then the computer went out. The StreamYard was saying you got to put a password in, log in. I couldn't get back in, and I was like this. Oh, hope go to blow. I said,
you ain't gotta worry about that. This is what we do. Ain't no reason to panic around here. Just like Miss Diane already fell in line, you already know what it is too, because it's your entity. So you know we got that. When something might go left, when there's a will, there's a way. There's a way around everything. So We ain't gonna let nothing fall apart. It's all good. One thing that I do want to highlight though is the flyer that Molly has up. It's the Let's Get Ready to Funny Productions. It's a cordial invite to a Ricky Bryant birthday celebration as well as a 2 Max Barbershop Appreciation type of day. So you got a 2-in-1 type of event. This event is going to be on January 10th, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. I'll see you guys there because I'll definitely be there. It's a few people that's going to be in attendance. You got Philip Page, Miss Chocolate. It's going to be hosted by Miss Cynthia Young. I'll be personally chauffeuring Miss Althea McFarland to that space myself this Saturday, so I will see you there. And we have Ronald B.C. Harris in attendance. The other people that you see at the bottom of the list are the team, the family, the everybody that makes 2 Max what it is. So this is at the Colony House at 930 Fairchild Street, Northwest, and David will be there as well because you see him in attendance. So, he will be there as well.
Oh,
Congrats, Alan.
Open a new restaurant in 2 weeks. What's up, Alan? That's what I want to talk about. That's what I want to hear this year.
We coming to the restaurant in 2 weeks. Send us the address.
He's not in Georgia.
That's cool. That's fine. I can get to. I was just telling my boy Ryan I was gonna come down Atlanta. Send us the address. If I can't make it, I'ma still send all of my homies and buddies down there to your restaurant, man. They gotta come to the grand open. They want to stop showing love.
Oh, always. You always showing support. Like, come on, bro. You know that. That ain't no thing.
They hit multiple flies as well, y'all. Y'all gotta remember, Alan do some good flies. So if y'all need any work done, he's your man.
Digital moving flyers and stuff as well too. Them interactive flyers. So it's touching all the different realms. We got another event that's coming up. This is the first of the year comedy and talent showcase. It will be hosted by the Howard G. The Kiss My Bumper guy. Everybody knows that guy on the radio station. Like I say all the time, I see a few people that are continuing this train with this entity, and I see a few people that are new faces, got some talent and stuff as well. Venom and Verse, Tune, and Megan Roshan, as well as our own Funny Man Green, the man that's on time for the day. Fly J Jizzle, Babyface, and Devontae, Miss Kiki. You have Miss Hannah Thomas, Ricky Bordax, and Nana G. This event is on Saturday, in January 10th as well. Doors will open at 7 p.m. You got some mingle time before 8. It's $25 tickets in advance and $30 at the door. But if you can, I'd rather you go ahead and save that $5. Go ahead and get your tickets because they got vendors and stuff as well. So it will be food, drinks, and vendors on the perimeters. Extra reason to show a little love and a little extra support. This is at Cafe 12, 5627 Regenstown Road in Baltimore, Maryland. All right, New Year, New Laughs comedy show. Music by DJ Blaze is going to be David Funny Man Green. Is he still on the screen? Yep, the man that you see right above Molly is the man that's going to be running this entity. Now, 249 Virginia Avenue, Cumberland, Maryland is a nice space, nice venue space that I had the honor of being able to go to myself. So I know it's it's squared away. Showtime is at 8 p.m. You have $20 tickets in advance, $25 at the door. With a lineup of 3 different acts, you have Rod Uncensored, Miss Renee Wright, and you have Mr. Shaquan Williams. So if you need any information, you can reach out to that man. Not this one right here above me, but the one above him with the helmet on. You want to reach out to him, but you can reach out to him for the information. You can get what you need from him. So that's that.
Yes.
Is that your cash app you showing? DJ, whatever, Jizzle, whatever you are? What are you showing? Who is that? What's that?
Nah, that's how far we're away from where Alan is.
Oh, okay. Make yourself full screen so I can see that.
Yeah, 9 hours, almost 10. One of them things like 15. I ain't taking that route, but
we done went over some road trips before. I know we can make it happen. Ain't nothing that can happen. Believe in yourself. Trust me, you got this.
I done drove to Denver, Colorado, man. That ain't nothing. 9 hours. Lightweight.
I done drove from here to Texas. So
yeah.
Right on the road trip.
With whose eyes? With whose eyes did you drive all the way down to Texas?
Baby, just before my eyes got that bad. That was in 2015.
All right. I was gonna say.
2015. That was November of 2015.
And I used to eat bubble gum for dinner. I was a kid. We speaking on things we gonna do now though. We still taking them to the street.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let's go.
You would get on the plane and then rent a car and go the rest of the way.
Nah, I get on the plane always. If I can get on the plane, I can get on there ask in the car. Yeah, I ain't trying to drive or anything.
Nah. Shoot, you wear that helmet and stuff. You should have been the one to knock out them flyers, David, that I'm reading. What you got special gear on for if you ain't taking nothing on? Nah. Next time you put the helmet on, you gonna.
David got a helmet on?
Yeah.
What I
Yeah, it should have been to knock out the flyers that I was just reading, but you know, I guess I know.
Helmet?
Oh, now, special to it. When you add special to shit, now you mess it up. So you change the narrative.
I took my glasses off. I can't see.
No, we not.
I'm just as blind as Reese.
Look, you know what? I may be blind, but I bet you I can feel the wrap you upside your head. He played with me, Dave. Play with it, but don't play with it.
No, I'm being serious.
Hey, Tom, he's serious. We know you serious, Dave. They can't see.
That's
all they see is flashing lights.
I go Tuesday to get my shots in my eyes. I go Tuesday, and then after Tuesday, I'll be able to ping, 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 ping. I'll be pinging on Thursday because it takes one day to make everything focus again. So
all good as long as it come together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all tapping in. We'll see y'all tomorrow on Freaky Friday. I don't know if Cuz want to come on Freaky Friday, but you know, you always
but the certain days that you might want to be aware of, that's when other things happen. So you know, Monday through Thursday is what I recommend for you. Let's warm you up to a day like Friday. Let's do that over time.
Dang, you welcome to come back anytime you want, baby.
Hope you enjoy it. Thank you. I'll see. Thank you.